All right, welcome to the DadBodSportsCards podcast. We're here for another week of our weekly picks. Before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to Chloe, Aaron's admirer. We found out that she is a minor. She is 17. So, Aaron, you got another year to wait. Like Flint said in a text chain, he doesn't want to be accepting collect calls from you, even though you probably have no idea what a collect call is. Yep, you don't. But we don't feel like putting money on your books either. So, all right. So, before we get started with the Week 5 recap, let's go over our pick'ems from last week. So it was very bad. It was very bad for all of us. So Flint did the worst. He went 4-10. That's pretty damn bad.
That's horrible.
That is horrible.
Horrible.
But Aaron and I didn't do much better. Aaron and I, at least we hit 500. We both went 7-7. So, which you'll see on the screen. After 5 weeks, myself, I'm at 50 wins, 27 losses, and 1 tie. Flint is second with 46 wins, 31 losses, and a tie. And Aaron is still last, but he gained ground at 44, 33, and 1. All right, so do you guys have any Week 5 notes at all, or anything that you want to talk about from last week?
I mean, I got destroyed on every pick, and I seen it. I was like, oh, man, this is not good.
Yeah.
Because I took some leaps, of faith and trying to – because I was trying to gain an edge too. But the thing is, like, there was so many close games where it could go either way. Right. So it's like, what do you want to pick?
Yeah, I mean, we said it in our podcast last week that there were so many pick'em games that were on the schedule and everything, and I mean, it just went in my and Aaron's favor a little bit. I mean, we hit 500. It definitely did not go in Flint's favor at all at 4-10. But that's how it is. That's how football is, right? So the week before, I went 13-3 or something like that. Yeah. You just never know. And this is why we love football, and this is why we do it. I mean, it's just fun to watch, and then just come here and bullshit. All right, so you guys ready to start Week 6 picks?
Yep.
All right. So tonight's game. As of this recording, we are at 7:21, so tonight's game is in about an hour. So we got the Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants. Who you got, Flint?
I have the Philadelphia Eagles. I know it's going to be at New York. I know Philly lost last week. New York Giants, they don't have their top wide receiver,
right,
Malik Neighbors, and Rondell Robinson, I think, is out too. So who are they going to pass to? That is why I'm going with Philly. But my player to watch is Scadaboo. He's actually been doing decent. I like him too. And also, how does Jackson Dart try to win this game? So Scadaboo is my player to really watch, but Jackson Dart, you gotta watch him to see how he's gonna overcome.
Yeah, how he's gonna develop and everything. And Scadaboo, I think Scadaboo is a great pick, especially for sports cards, because his cards are starting to come out now. And I was able to sell one of his cards that I didn't think was worth $20, but it went over $20. And all right, who you got, Aaron?
I got Philly. Giants just aren't that good of a team. They lost to New Orleans last week. That was a pretty sad loss, but I just think Philly's just a better team all around. I know their wide receivers are really, really mad, and they were mad going into the week against Denver. So Philly was like, hey, we're going to start the ball. We're going to start the game just slinging the ball, just air out. And they did well in the beginning of the game. But then as the game went on, the play calls didn't get so good. The wide receivers really weren't getting the ball, and Denver put up 18 in the fourth quarter to come back. So I think if Philly can come out throwing the football and staying with that passing attack, that they can have a really, really good passing game against the Giants defense, which isn't that good. especially their secondary. But my player to watch is Saquon Barkley. He has had a really, really rough start to the season. I wonder if against his former team he can really step it up and start having explosive games.
Yep. So I'm there with you guys. I'm picking Philly. I think this should be a good win. I mean, it is a division game in a short week, and like what we saw last week, 49ers surprised the hell out of all of us beating the Rams last Thursday. But I don't see the Giants doing the same thing that the 49ers did last week. Philly, they're coming off the first loss. I think they're going to be hungry. My player to watch is going to be A.J. Brown, because you got to keep that dude happy. He's your number one wide receiver. And I was reading some notes that even Devontae Smith was like a little frustrated and everything. And that dude is nothing but a team player. He's been with Jalen Hurts before in Alabama. So if he's starting to get a little frustrated, it's like something has to happen in that passing game. I do like the Saquon thing. In our fantasy league, at least, Aaron, Saquon has pretty much scored 20 points every week. And I know I'm a little bit more higher scoring on the settings, but he's not having a great season statistically, but fantasy wise, he's doing pretty well. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go to the Sunday morning game at 9:30. Do we know where this game is? Is this one in London as well, or is it in Munich? Do you guys know?
I think it's in London.
I'm not sure.
Is it in London again? Okay, so we got the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Who you got, Flint?
I got Denver. I just don't see the New York Jets winning until they get to a team that is comparable to them. I got Denver, and then I got Cortland Sutton.
Okay. Aaron?
The exact same thing, Denver, Cortland Sutton. I didn't give this game much thought. Jets are terrible. Denver's not, so...
Yep, and I'm picking Denver as well. I'll pick Breece Hall because Breece Hall has to showcase his talents and everything, because I really think that they're shopping him around. There's several reports that they're trying to shop him around because he's due a contract next year. I don't think the Jets want to pay, because nobody wants to pay a running back anymore unless you get like Saquon type. And so I hear the Bears are on the market for Breece Hall, which I hope they make that happen, because we definitely need that. But I don't know. It could just be rumors. They might write him out, but they're what, 0-4?
0-5.
So 0-5. So like the Jets, they're probably going to start fire selling soon. All right, next game up, we got the Los Angeles Rams at Baltimore Ravens.
Does anyone know if Lamar's still out?
I don't think he's playing.
I heard he wasn't practicing today.
Yeah, so he's probably going to be out.
And I heard 3 weeks, so...
Yeah.
And I was going to say LA Rams anyways. Because, I don't know, man. Baltimore ain't looking good. Baltimore is not looking good. And I think LA Rams are going to win it, and Puka.
Yeah.
Why are you guys laughing?
Because you said the Ravens aren't looking good. Aaron's excited because he's a Steelers fan. What jersey you got on, Aaron?
DJ Moore?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like a Matt Forte jersey, so no. I can't see the front. I can only see the numbers.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So, Aaron, who do you got in this game?
I got the Rams, and like Flynn, the Puka Nacua for my player to watch. Baltimore's defense is horrible. I heard they just signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and rumors are that because of that signing, they're going to put Kyle Hamilton at linebacker.
Wow.
So that's how desperate they are to try to get a switch in this defense.
Yeah, because I think Roquan Smith is hurt too. So I think
their entire defense is hurt. And their offense, especially without Lamar, just can't do anything. So LA Rams is easily going to win this game.
Yep.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson is not the person you want on your team. He's like a cancer.
He's got a Super Bowl ring. Doesn't he have a Super Bowl
ring? Yeah, sure he does, but...
All right. But all he does is talk trash and can't back it up.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett has a Super Bowl ring.
He's not as good as he used to be.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
because he was pretty good in Philly. I mean, you could still get by him in some games in Philly, but I think it's just overall the Philly defense was overall better, and he needs to be on that kind of team.
He was good in Detroit.
Yeah,
we had him for a year, right? A year or 2 years,
something like that. Yeah,
but he was good. But he always talked trash, and then he couldn't back it up. So that's why they didn't want him in the locker room, because he had that attitude.
Right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with LA Rams too. My player to watch is gonna be Derrick Henry, though. I don't know what's going on with him, but I mean, he started off the season pretty hot against Buffalo, but he needs to pick it up, especially for a lot of people, fantasy owners that have drafted him probably possibly in the first round. I think he went a lot in the second and third round, but he's got to start living up to that. Especially I have him in one of my fantasy leagues, and I think he got me 9 points last week, which was awful. All right, next game is going to be the Dallas Cowboys at Carolina Panthers. Flint?
This is kind of one of them games. It's a toss-up. What?
no,
Are you serious?
not.
All right. I got Dallas.
Okay.
I got Dallas winning. But if you look at it, Dallas isn't a great team.
No.
They've gotten beaten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By
Chicago.
what? Green Bay, they tied.
They tied Green Bay.
Chicago beat them.
Yeah, but the Bears are a top 5 team, so I mean, that's expected.
But I mean, that's the thing. They're not a great team. So Carolina could go in there and put, they could go in there and wipe their ass.
Yeah. I mean, nobody thought they were going to come back against Miami.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do have Dallas, and Pickens is my player to watch.
Yeah. All right, Aaron.
I have Dallas and Javonte Williams, my player to watch. He's been pretty good this entire season, and I think he's got a touchdown in every game. He might have one game where he doesn't have a touchdown, but he's been an incredible running back for fantasy. He's like Tom Brady in fantasy. He was drafted way, way late, and now he's a stud. So, just give me Dallas.
Yep, so I'm going to take Dallas as well. I'm right there with you. It's got to be Javonte Williams. He's been the surprise running back this year. He's great value fantasy-wise from where you drafted him. Some leagues he probably didn't even get drafted, and people picked him up on in free agency. But if he did get drafted, it was definitely in the later rounds. And he is a top 5 fantasy running back right now, points-wise. I believe he might actually be number 4, and at least in the leagues that I'm in. So he's we'll say top 5. Great value. I think Dallas is going to roll over. I agree, Dallas isn't great, but their offense is pretty good. Jake Ferguson is the number 1 tight end right now, scoring-wise. I believe he scored 2 touchdowns last week. And, I mean, that offense is just clicking. They just need CeeDee Lamb to come back, and then, they could make a wild card playoff run. All right, next game up is the Arizona Cardinals at Indianapolis Colts.
I have the Colts. Arizona's been doing pretty good, but I feel like the Colts have been... They've been kind of the way you guys laughing.
I'm gonna have to get a wheels churning emoji.
Yeah. No, but the Colts, I didn't believe in them at first, but they keep winning.
Yeah.
So I got to go with the Colts. And Jonathan Taylor.
Yep. Aaron?
As my player.
Me and Flynn are in sync. Again, Colts and Jonathan Taylor. I think Danny Dimes and that offense is going to lead them to a win. The Cardinals head coach, he's more focused on punching his own players than coaching his team to a win. So I think they're going to win this game pretty easily, and especially at home.
Yeah, that whole thing with a coach hitting, how do you say his DiMacario, however you say his last name, he hit him twice.
Yeah.
Like, he hit him once in the chest, which was like, all right, that could be like you're trying to pump him up. But then you hit him in the arm, like, and then he was constantly screaming at him. But he got fined a lot, $100,000 from the organization.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's deserved, but like, man, that's a big, hefty fine.
It is.
I'll if they weren't winning, like, they probably would have fired him right after that. But Arizona, I believe that was an awful loss last week against the Titans. But there was a lot of weird things that happened in that game for them to lose. Like, they intercepted it, then fumbled, and the ball rolled in the end zone, and the Titans recovered.
Yeah.
I mean, you never see that. And then on top of that, the running back, the one who got hit, like, I don't really think he lost the football. Like, I think it crossed the goal line. It was super close. But
No, he lost it.
yeah, but like, nobody hit it. I don't know. It's super close. But he dropped the football right at the goal line and everything. So both those things happening is why the Cardinals lost. But right there with you, Indianapolis, gonna pick Indiana. Daniel Jones, like, he's balling out. That's my player to watch. Like, he's a top 10 fantasy quarterback. He's another surprise, just like how Javonte Williams is a surprise at running back. Daniel Jones is a surprise at quarterback. All right, next up is going to be a very good game. We got the Seattle Sea Chickens at Jacksonville Jaguars. Flint?
Ooh. I got Jacksonville.
Okay.
I got Jacksonville. And my player to watch is T-Law and BTJ.
Yeah.
Because they connected last week. And BTJ actually came out and started playing good.
Right.
So I think if they can keep that connection and get Travis Hunter, I think Jacksonville will have a really good game.
Yeah. Aaron?
Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have one of the best defenses in the league. They're calling them Strapsonville because they strap up the receivers. and like, I want to say, like, I better never see Trevor Lawrence have a kid because, Everett Flint.
No.
Okay.
There he goes.
Like I said, I better not see Trevor Lawrence have a kid because every single week he is pulling out and he is winning those games. Like, Flint's Lions, they pulled out a fake stumble play and scored a touchdown. The Jacksonville Jaguars pulled out a real stumble play and scored a touchdown.
That was wild.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
That really was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, my. I couldn't believe my eyes. And props to the O-line. Like,
yeah.
And I saw Chris Jones on that play. He was just he was just standing
He
there.
gave up. He gave up. So props to the offensive line for continuing to play. No props to Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Because he just stopped.
Just standing in the backfield looking at him like, what's going on?
I mean, he probably didn't know what the hell was going on because Trevor Lawrence tripped over his hair. So it's like he's probably like, okay, I guess this play's dead. But no, like, to the Jacksonville's credit, they kept going. I don't think the offensive line probably had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, they probably had no idea. Yeah.
But Trevor Lawrence, that was very, like, quick of him to think, like, hey, just get up and just run towards the end zone.
Yeah. My player to watch is BTJ. Like Flint was saying, he had a good game last week. His best game of the season last week. Even though it wasn't, like, too crazy or too special, but that connection is growing a little bit more, and I think that BTJ can start being the wide receiver that he was last year.
Yeah. All right, so this will be our first disagreement. So I'm picking Seattle. I don't know why. Like, I like the way Seattle plays. I like their defense, even though the Bucs, like, there was a Bucs last week, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the Bucs, like, threw all over them. But like Aaron says, like, the best offense in the NFC and possibly the NFL. You got Baker and that Buccaneers offense, the wide receivers especially. But I don't know. I like Seattle. I think Jacksonville. This game, I think it's going to be a close game, like the way Jacksonville and Kansas City was. But I'm going to go with Seattle. The player to watch is going to be JSN. That guy, he's a top 5 fantasy wide receiver right now. He's getting a ton of targets and everything fantasy wise. keep starting JSN. If you don't have him, try to trade for him. I think he's going to have a great year. He's definitely Sam Darnold's number one target. But I will take the Sea Chickens. All right, next game up, we got the Los Angeles Chargers at Chloe's Miami Dolphins. Go ahead, Flint.
I was gonna say too.
Yep.
Sam Darnold. I tell you what, the guy had a reemerging after going to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And just tells you shouldn't give up on these young quarterbacks.
Yep.
Like how fast they do. Or go to a actually organization that will build them, instead of just throwing them out there and not building them up.
Right. But. So on top of that, I think it started before Minnesota because he went to San Francisco and he got to learn for a year under Kyle Shanahan.
Yep.
And you're seeing what Shanahan's doing with Mac Jones right now. Mac Jones is lighting it up after eating what Al Michaels said he ate 11 bananas on the sideline. And then Mac Jones no, I only had 3. It was about 3, not 11. but yeah, it just takes the right organization, the right coaching. This year of all years, I've been saying coaching matters because I saw how bad the Bears coaching was last year with Eberduce, and then for the past couple of years with Eberduce, but now we got Ben Johnson and we're the greatest team ever. So, all right. So next game, we'll go back to the LA Chargers at Chloe's Miami Dolphins. Flinttown, who do you got?
I got LA Chargers. Miami, it's you never know with Miami. LA Chargers and CJ as my player to watch.
Who's CJ?
Or QJ, I'm sorry.
I was like, man, my mind was like, fuck, who's CJ in the chart? I'm like, did they sign CJ Spiller? That's an old ass name. But I'm like,
Spiller.
I couldn't think of any other CJ. Okay. All right, so QJ.
QJ.
Letters, not important. All right, Aaron, who do you got?
Like Flint said, you never know with Miami Dolphins. So give me the Miami Dolphins this week. They're gonna bomb the Chargers. They're on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Giants, and then losing to who they played last week. I just had it in my head.
Who did who?
Oh, Commanders. They lost to Commanders. Their offense looked terrible against the Commanders. Only put up 10 points, none past the first quarter. And Miami, I think they're really, really mad after blowing away that game last week. So I think they're just going to light it up. So my player to watch is going to be Jalen Waddle. I think Tua's going to target him a lot.
He's just trying to get on good graces.
I was about to make a comment. I'm like, Chloe,
No.
that pick's for you.
No.
Coincidence? I think not. So
my friend's a Dolphins fan. He's my friend I've known for 7 years.
Maybe if my future daughter-in-law is, this is a Dolphins fan too.
Next year, DadBod's podcast will ship him out on a plane to you, Chloe.
There you go, Chloe. Or maybe we can get Chloe on the podcast. Maybe we can get her to join us on the podcast. She seems to be like a football fan, right?
Now I'm picking the Chargers.
Too late. I already got you down for the Dolphins. All right, so I'm going to pick the Chargers. I'm sorry, Chloe, but at least my son is hooking you up. So I'm going to pick the Chargers. I don't know. I was very surprised that the Commanders beat the Chargers last week. The Chargers had that game. It's just right before halftime when they roughed the kicker of the Commanders. And I believe McConkey ran it back for a touchdown, or he had a really good return. But they roughed the kicker, and then Jaden fucking Daniels threw a bomb, got it downfield. I think they got a field goal right before halftime to kind of give them a little bit of momentum. So I'm going to pick the Chargers. I think the player to watch is going to be Justin Herbert with Hampton out Hampton's out at least 4 weeks because they got him on IR. It's got to be the Justin Herbert show. He's going to have to start lighting it up, how we all think that he can be as a franchise quarterback. I will say I almost bought a Justin Herbert autograph base Prism rookie card last night, and the dude was selling it for like 160, and I was like, man, that seems so cheap, and I almost jumped on it. But then when I was looking at comps, like that, it was only going like for 140. It was an on-card auto authenticated by Beckett, and like a PSA. There was a PSA authenticated one that was only going for like 160. I don't know why. This is the sports card talking here. I don't know why Justin Herbert's autos, especially a rookie auto, is going for so cheap. Like, I think if you are in the sports card business, buy him up, get as many of those autos, because I think they're going to make a playoff run, and his card's just going to skyrocket. But yeah, you got anything to say, Flint? Do you still got your auto?
Yeah, I still have mine, and I'm sticking firm at my price because, like you said, like I believe it's worth more than what the last sold was.
Right.
Because it was out of 25.
Yeah.
And the last sold one was like a year ago of that card. Well, a comp from a year ago is way different than what it's worth right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what people... Oh,
no, go ahead.
That's what people, like a couple guys came up to my table and were like, well, the last one sold for this. And I'm like, yeah, that was a year ago.
Right.
It's a lot different. Like,
right. Yeah, like, I mean, Herbert for a while has been a great buy. Like, I mean, I'm sure even before this season, that auto was probably going for cheaper, based on comps. So if you can get a Justin Herbert auto, especially a rookie auto, snag that up because they're low price right now. I really think he's going to make a run. And what you're seeing, like in baseball, and I know we're doing football, but in baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays cards, like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and some other players, their cards were cheap during the season, but now they're skyrocketing because they just beat the Yankees and they're making their World Series run. All right, so next game up, back to football and our picks. We got the Cleveland Browns at Pittsburgh Steelers. So we'll have Aaron go last on this one, and we'll have Flint, myself, and then Aaron, because he's probably going to pick his Steelers. But Flint, who do you got?
I got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, okay.
I got the Pittsburgh Steelers! And so I don't have a player to watch, but the Pittsburgh Steelers is number one in their division.
Yeah.
So how can't I go with them? And they're playing a division rival, it's going to be a gritty game.
Yeah.
It always is.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to see what Aaron Rodgers does.
Yeah.
Like, I know he hasn't been playing that bad.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of, skepticism about him, but he hasn't been playing bad. But I do. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I finally picked your team. Woo!
Yep, so I'm going to go with the Steelers as well. My player to watch is going to be Aaron Rodgers. You're right. Like, I mean, he's playing a really good defense. Cleveland's defense is really good. So I just think Pittsburgh's just an all-around better team than Cleveland. They're probably the best team in the division because Baltimore's not playing well, and especially they don't have Lamar anymore for maybe a couple more weeks. And, well, we'll get to Cincinnati later. But, yeah, I'm going to pick the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, player to watch. All right, Aaron, all you, buddy.
Give me the Steelers. I don't have as much confidence in this game as I would like to have. This is a game that Mike Tomlin would love to lose. You saw it last year in the snow game where the Browns had 2 wins, the Steelers had 2 losses, and the Steelers still lost. And I get it was snowing, but it's year after year after year. We find a way to lose these type of games, but it's early enough in the season. The Browns, they don't have a quarterback. I don't care what you say about Dylan Gabriel. He's not that good. And I think our offense is just good enough. My player to watch is going to be DK. Him and A-Rod have a good connection. And we're gonna win the division. Like, Baltimore's off to a horrible start. Cleveland sucks. Bengals suck. Bengals are not going to be able to do anything with Joe Flacco. That guy stinks.
Statistically, I think Joe Flacco is the worst quarterback.
Oh, okay.
No, he's the worst quarter.
Yeah.
I was trying to have stats statistically. I was trying to have stats back you, douchebag.
Sorry, I thought you were trying to go against me.
No.
Yeah.
I was going to say statistically, Joe Flacco has been worse than Browning.
Yeah.
And Browning's
he's awful. They're both awful. Yeah.
Holy crap.
So, but yeah, douchebag son. But you are right. I don't think anybody's excited about Dylan Gabriel. I think everybody's just waiting for Shadir Sanders to get his opportunity. You know, I'm a huge fan of him. A lot of people that I know are fans of him. We just want to see him play. And also for the sports card market, because he's the better buy than Dylan Gabriel, I think. All right. Next up, we got the New England Patriots at New Orleans Saints. Who you got, Flint?
So, I got New England Patriots. But my player to watch is Rattler.
Okay.
Spencer Rattler.
Yep.
I think he's, to be honest, underrated. Because that team isn't that great. And he's actually a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
He just he doesn't have a ton of weapons.
Right. All right, Aaron.
So,
When I saw the New England Patriots play the Buffalo Bills, I saw something come from the sky, falling down. The spirits of Tom Brady and Randy Moss came down and took over Drake May and Stephon Diggs. Because Tom Brady is 33-3 against the Bills in his career. So, and I think the spirit is still with them. They're going to destroy the Saints. And my player to watch is Stephon Diggs as well. Back-to-back really, really great games.
now you're making me drink.
Yeah.
Now you're making me drink.
And then after the last pick, I hope that spirit shits on you. And then you get a huge dump on your face. I'm gonna go with the Patriots as well. Possibly no Kamara this week, which will mean for fantasy football wise, was it Kendre Miller? He's probably available in a lot of leagues, so he could get a ton of carries this weekend. On the opposite side of that, my player to watch is going to be Travion Henderson. That dude has... I don't know why the Patriots don't want to give him the ball. Stevenson just fumbles all the time. And then now Antonio Gibson tore his ACL, so now they have to give Henderson the ball. New Orleans Saints has one of the worst run defenses, and especially for fantasy-wise, they've given up a lot to opposing running backs. So Travion Henderson and the Patriots are going to be my player to watch and the pick on that game. All right, next game is probably the worst game of the week, and that's going to be the Tennessee Titans at Las Vegas Raiders. Flint?
This is going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
Because it's one of them games that it could go either way. I got to go with Vegas Raiders. If Geno Smith cannot throw an interception, then they will win. But if he throws 3 interceptions like he has been doing, they will shit the bed. Seriously, he's horrible.
He is.
He's got to step it up. But they should win against the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I got, though, to watch Cam Ward, because I know they just got their first win. How is he going to play after that?
Yep. Aaron?
Titans got very, very lucky on their last win. And I think that momentum's going to bring them to this week. And their defense is going to get probably 10 interceptions against Geno. Because that guy sucks. And my player to watch.
He does.
And I am a big fan of him. And my dad already knows who it is. It's a breakout game for his breakout season. Tony Pollard. He is going to light it up this week, and he is going to be the best football running back in fantasy here on out.
I think Aaron's been down to Miami doing fucking coke lines with Chloe or something. Talking about spirits and everything.
Or, hey,
taking a lot of Tylenol.
Yeah, right, yeah. Taking a lot of Tylenol. I mean, now you're picking the Titans and saying Tony Pollard's going to run all over the place. Like, Tennessee needed that fucking spirit last week to beat the Cardinals. And that spirit showed up for the Titans last week. I'm going to take the Raiders. Geno sucks, but I think this is going to be the Ashton Genty show. Keep feeding him the ball. Keep feeding him the ball. Maybe it's a Pollard versus Genty game. I don't see it from Pollard. Aaron loves him. He's a mediocre fantasy player ever since he left Dallas. So, I mean, Raiders and Ashton Genty. That's all I gotta say. And I'm sorry, to everyone that my son apparently is a cokehead now. So I'm just kidding. You're right.
The next time he comes on and it's got white lines all over.
It's gonna be as white as Aaron's wrist. Like,
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
That's very white.
Yep. That's how you know we're half white. Like, I'm half white and half Asian. That you see the white on his wrist. All right. The next game I think it's going to be a fun game to watch, even though it is the Cincinnati Bengals at Green Bay Packers. Who do you got, Flint?
Joe Flacco beat the Green Bay Packers with the Browns.
He did.
Give me Green Bay.
Yeah.
Give me Green Bay. Joe Flacco is washed up. He's 40 years old, throwing the football. I love the guy, as a person. He keeps playing. But Green Bay's going to kill Cincinnati.
Okay.
And the player to watch is Joe Flacco. I want to see. Show us why they traded for you.
You're going to watch his career-ending injury.
Should have did what we were talking about,
Jameis.
Aaron. Yeah.
That would make this game a really fun game. It would. Yeah, I think the Packers pass rush is too much. Like, the Browns O-line isn't good, but it's a lot better than the Bengals. And the Browns have a defense. I think that's the major part why they won against the Packers. The Bengals do not. The Packers only scored 10 points last time. Bengals defense, they couldn't hold a JV team to 10 points. Like, they are really that bad. So, give me Green Bay. My player to watch is T. Higgins. We've seen Jamar Chase light it up without Joe Burrow and with Jake Browning, but we really haven't seen that from T. Higgins. So I wonder if he can pick it up because he's had a not-so-great season.
So everything you guys have said is spot on, except for that Joe Flacco sucks. Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
So is Kenny Pickett.
Right, but
15 years ago.
Whatever. He's still a Super Bowl winning quarterback who he bet on himself going into a contract year, won the Super Bowl, and they had to pay him, right? He took the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So he beat Green Bay earlier this year with the Cleveland Browns. And yes, we could talk about Cleveland Browns defense is fucking awesome, but they have no fucking offense. There's no wide receivers to throw to. You got Jerry Jeudy. Who the hell is he now? Like, he's supposed to be a great... Like, I like Jerry Jeudy, but I have not heard his name at all this season at all.
Me neither.
And yeah, they got rid of Flacco because the Browns said he's a 40-something-year-old quarterback, and they got two young quarterbacks behind them. Joe Flacco is so good that Cincinnati traded for him and a day later named him the starter. I think he's going to light up Green Bay's defense because one thing that Joe Flacco, the reason why he's in this league is because he can still throw the deep ball, and he's a smart quarterback. He's not going to turn the ball over. Yeah, they might get to him. They might sack him 7 times, but he's like a mature Jameis. He'll sling it out there, and he's got T. Higgins, and he's got Jamar Chase. They're going to tear up that Green Bay Packer defense. Like that, they're going to tear up that secondary. We saw what Dak Prescott did to that secondary. And I don't know. Green Bay was in the bye week. They were probably preparing for Browning, and then all of a sudden they got like, oh shit, we got to prepare for Flacco again, and they're going to be a little cocky, like, oh well, we already shut him down, but he was with Cleveland. It's a whole different world with Jamar Chase. It's a whole different world with T. Higgins. Chase Brown's going to be my player to watch because he's got to pick it up. That run game's got to pick up. A lot of people drafted him pretty high in fantasy, so he's got to play like a number one fantasy running back, like a tier 1 type. But yeah, I think the Bengals are going to light up Green Bay. Joe Flacco already knows how to beat them, and this time he's got better wide receivers. So I am taking Cincinnati all the way. And also, fuck Green Bay.
I got a thing to say about that.
All right, what's up? What you got?
You said, what did you say about Joe Flacco?
He was statistically the worst quarterback in the league.
With the Cleveland Browns. Their offense sucks.
He's not going to have time to be statistically good with the Bengals.
He doesn't have to. He could just throw it up 80 yards and Jamar Chase will outrun Green Bay's secondary. They got lit up by Pickens.
Yeah.
You really think that Joe Flacco is going to light up Green Bay?
Here's the bold prediction. Joe Flacco is going to throw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdown passes this weekend against the overrated Green Bay Packers defense.
I agree with you with the overrated part. I do. I think Green Bay is way overrated. And they looked good the first game because we weren't even ready.
Yeah.
And then everybody, the Green Bay's going to the Super Bowl. They're last, or they're not, what, 2 games? They've won 2, right?
They're 2-1-1, yeah.
Yeah, 2-1-1 because they had a bye week.
2-1-1. 2-1-1. And they're supposed to be the Super Bowl team?
They just got lit up by Dallas's offense. Dallas scored 40 points against them. Now, this game, I'm not going to say that Green Bay isn't going to be, they're not going to play well offensively because their offense is going to probably play pretty well against the Bengals defense. But I'm going to take the better playmakers, like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins over Green Bay doesn't really have a number 1 wide receiver.
Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, Romeo Doubs. Yeah. Honestly, Dobbs reminds me a lot.
He's been playing.
He reminds me a lot of Reggie Wayne, like that secure wide receiver for Jordan Love, like how Reggie Wayne was for Peyton Manning. Like he was a possession type. Then
with the padded helmet.
Yeah, with the padded helmet because he's a fucking pussy. That's why.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets hit in the head with a padded helmet and he becomes a Tua. So. That's how much
Tua doesn't even wear one.
I know.
He doesn't wear one.
That's what I'm talking about. Tua's brains are already scrambled, and he didn't wear it. Be a man, Dobbs. Be a fucking
man. Get to the scrambled part first.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the Bengals are gonna torch Green Bay's defense with Flacco. Flacco, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care anymore. He's already in his 40s. He's got his money. He's got a Super Bowl. He's never had a Jamar Chase or a T. Higgins. He's never played with that.
No,
even in the years in Baltimore, he'd never even had like a true number 1 wide receiver. I can't remember who his wide receivers were back then.
I can't.
Mike Wallace.
Oh my God, that's awful.
You're right, but
yeah,
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
What's
all I remember from those teams was Joe Flacco and Ray Lewis. That's it.
What about Steve Smith?
Yeah.
Well, that was later though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he was on the Super Bowl team.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for throwing a name out there that makes no fucking sense.
I thought you just meant his time on the Ravens, not like his Super Bowl year in the Ravens.
Yeah. But even Steve Smith wasn't a number 1 wide receiver when he played for the Ravens.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, yep. So, again, Cincinnati and Flacco. Fuck Green Bay. All right, next game up in the afternoon game is the San Francisco 49ers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you got, Flint?
I got Tampa Bay, and I know San Francisco, they won last week, but I don't think Mac Jones is going to win this game.
Okay.
I think Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield is going to tear it up, and Ibuka is the player to watch.
Yep. Aaron?
I got 2 words for you. Tampa Bay and San Francisco must watch TV.
That's more than fucking 2 words.
Y'all don't get the reference?
That is.
Well, no, I don't. I forgot what movie that's from.
It's Charles Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a really good game, I think. I think Tampa Bay is going to win it. Baker Mayfield has a game-winning drive in every single game. He's an elite quarterback. Like I say every week, he's a top 5 quarterback, best in the NFC. I just think...
You heard that?
Yeah. Just for everyone listening, that's not the AI. That's not the AI editing and all that. That's Mama Flint.
Sorry.
That's Mama
Sorry.
Flint.
It threw me off.
You don't ever have to apologize for Mama Flint.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Tampa Bay. Bucs offense.
They're gonna play really, really good against San Francisco, and they're gonna win this game. And it might be the first time this year that they don't need to have a game-winning touchdown drive. My player to watch is Ibuka. I think he's questionable, but I think he's probably going to play. And he's just going to light it up like he does every week.
Yep, I'll make this quick and easy. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay as well. Ibuka is the other one. He's just been nothing but a number 1 wide receiver for this team with Mike Evans out. Even when Mike Evans was there, he was the guy that he helped beat Atlanta, right? They beat Atlanta. They beat Atlanta because he scored that game-winning touchdown for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ibuka is awesome. Once Godwin gets healthy, once Mike Evans comes back, that offense, Baker's in the MVP talk. He's got to be in the MVP talk.
He is.
He's got so many weapons around him, and his moxie and the way he plays, I don't know. They're going to win that division, and I think they might make a playoff run. I would love to see Baker win a Super Bowl this year because I think that would be awesome for him because I'm a huge Baker fan. When he was a free agent, I was hoping, when we didn't have a quarterback for the Bears, I wanted the Bears to get Baker because Huh? Oh, jeez. All right. So, next game, we're gonna have Flint go last. Aaron will go first, and I'll go after Aaron. So it's gonna be the Detroit Lions. This is the Sunday night football game. So it's the Detroit Lions at Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got, Aaron?
End of Kansas City's dynasty. Detroit Lions are winning this game. Amon-Ra is going off. He might have 3 touchdowns again. I just hate the Chiefs. And the Lions, I like them. They're a fun team to watch. And I just really hope they win this game. And I think they're going to win this game.
Yep. Who was your player to watch again? Amon-Ra?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So I think the Lions will win this game. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be low scoring. Kansas City's defense is really good. So it might be another game like how it was last week with Kansas City and Jacksonville. Lions offense is better than Jacksonville's offense, but I think Kansas City blowing out Baltimore a couple weeks ago, I think that kind of got their mojo back. And then they're going to have Rashee Rice back next week. So this is the 6th week, so he's got a 6-game suspension. I think that offense is starting to click with Worthy coming back. Mahomes is looking pretty good. He normally isn't a good fantasy quarterback since Tyreek Hill left. He's actually playing pretty well this year, even without Kelsey. But I think this is going to be a closer game than everybody thinks. Detroit's hot right now. Who did Detroit play last week?
Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati got a lot of garbage time. But the Lions kept their foot on the pedal, though. Give me the Lions, and then let's go with J-Mo. J-Mo's been quiet a little bit. He didn't really do anything last week, so maybe he might have a breakout against that defense, on a long pass. He'll probably get 3 catches, 117 yards, and 1 touchdown, and then he'll do that hump thing again. So.
On the sideline.
On the sideline. Yeah. All right, who you got, Flint?
So, I feel like this is a trap game. I feel like it's a trap game. The thing that I worry about are two cornerbacks are out. So, and Kansas City plays fast.
Yeah.
Especially with Worthy, and then Kelsey. I know he's been ass lately, but I mean, he's a big target.
But he's got that wood. Taylor Swift song. It's a Taylor Swift song.
Oh,
Everybody's going to talking about the wood, and it's the
wood.
It's the 9th track. So he's saying he's got a 9-inch wood. It's all the Swiftie talk. There you go.
So I do think Detroit is going to win this game, but I worry about not having their two cornerbacks. It might be a shootout because Patrick Mahomes can get away from the defense pretty good.
Yeah.
But also, like Aaron said, when Lamar couldn't get away. So if Detroit plays their defense like they did on the Baltimore game, then we'll easily win that game.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, if their defense shows up like the way they did against Lamar Jackson, like Mahomes has no chance.
Exactly.
Yep.
But he is slippery. He is like one of them quarterback that you're like, oh, he was just right there. Now he's over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. It's going to be a good Sunday Night Football game.
I think it will be a good game. I say player to watch, St. Brown / Laporta.
Okay.
They both the last couple weeks, Laporta's been getting the ball a lot more, and St. Brown always has the ball. But you are right with J-Mo. J-Mo usually starts off slow in the beginning of the year, but then he goes like 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Well, last week he had 2 points for me in fantasy, so.
I know. No, and trust me,
he's hit or miss.
J-Mo.
Yeah, he's hit or miss. Yeah.
But I do believe, there's so many people to get the ball to.
Yeah.
They can't do it every week with the Lions. So, yeah, give me Detroit.
All right, so the next game is the first Monday Night Football game. We have 2 Monday Night Football games this week. The first Monday Night Football game is the Buffalo Bills at Atlanta Falcons. Who you got, Flint?
I got Buffalo. I know they lost their game last week, but right?
Yeah.
It was last week, right?
Patriots.
Yeah.
It's Patriots, yeah.
Yeah. Give me Buffalo. I think they'll bounce back. They're a Super Bowl team. And Zack Moss, player to watch.
Zack Moss. In 2012? You're getting at me for Flacco winning the Super Bowl 15 years. You're picking Zack Moss? Is he even in the league anymore?
I don't. Hold on. Let me check.
I don't even think he's in the league anymore. Player to watch, Zack Moss.
Zack Moss. My God.
Wait. What are you talking about? 2012? He was drafted in 2020.
Okay, that's even worse if he's not playing. He's only been in the league for 4 years then before he's not playing.
Yeah, I don't think...
Is he playing for a team?
He played for the Bengals last year. I don't know if he's still on the team.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't...
I mean, I don't think he's hurt.
I don't think
Fucking Zack Moss.
Yeah.
Zack Moss, this is a good fantasy pickup because he is 100% available in all your fantasy football leagues.
What's next? Marlon Mack?
All right. Why am I forgetting his name then? The running back for Bills.
James Cook.
Oh my God, that's horrible. How did I do that?
I have no idea.
That is horrible.
No idea.
That is horrible.
Zach
They're close in letters. There's only one more letter.
Zack Moss used to play for the
unless we call him
Bills.
James Cook.
Zack Moss used to play for the Bills.
He did.
Yeah, he was
did.
drafted by the Bills.
Well,
yeah.
at least yeah, see?
400 and 300 yards.
That's the player of the week right there, Zack Moss.
I can't believe I did that.
Another.
I have it written down. So I must have went back and hey, yeah, Zack Moss.
All right,
Wow.
Tom. Flint's looking at his 2021 fantasy football magazine. That's why he said Zack Moss.
No, I didn't. I don't know where that came from.
Oh,
I really don't.
that's awesome. I can't wait to clip that up. That's the best one.
That's in the
the best
That's
one.
in the archives of the bat.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, Aaron, who do you got between Buffalo Bills and Atlanta Falcons?
I got the Bills.
Zack Moss, right? You got Zack Moss?
You know, I said this to my dad. You know what surprised that scored last week? Amir Abdullah. I can't believe that guy's still in the league.
Yeah.
We drafted
I
him.
know.
Detroit did.
That's right.
That's why I brought him up, because he scored last week, and I was like, I did not know this dude was still in the league.
Who's he on?
I forgot.
Was it who was? Oh, it was the Colts. It was the Colts.
It was, yeah.
Because we
He's
thought.
on a Colts?
Yeah, he's on the Colts because we were at B-Dubs and we thought
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor ran one in, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was Abdullah, and Aaron's like, "Oh, Abdullah, he's playing." Yeah, you know who's not playing? Zack
That's
Moss.
wild.
He's not playing, yeah. And last year, I actually dropped Chase Brown and kept Zack Moss in fantasy. That's the sad part.
All right, Aaron, you said you got the Bills.
Yeah, I got the Bills. I got Josh Allen. I don't like. Atlanta has a really good defense. They're the number one defense in yards per game. So
Nice.
I think James Cook is going to struggle a little bit. But, I mean, Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Zack Moss. Josh Allen is Josh Allen. He's going to probably just have a good game no matter what. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good Monday Night Football game. The Falcons are coming off a bye. I'll pick the Bills. My player to watch is going to be Thurman Thomas. Like, is he still alive? I mean,
Oh my God.
is he still missing his helmet? You know, that's why he couldn't play.
They suited him up just for this game.
Because they called Zack Moss and they couldn't find him, so they called Thurman Thomas in.
We're going to call Marshawn Lynch next.
Yeah. They drafted
Gotta
Marshall.
pick Buffalo Bills. My player to watch is going to be Bijan. Bijan he just had a bye week. He's going to continue to be in one of the top 3 best fantasy football running backs behind CMC. Maybe even Javonte Williams, and then you got Bijan Robinson. So give me the Bills. We spent a lot of time in this game because of Zack Moss. Like, I can't. That's classic. That's awesome. All right. So now I'll go last. Well, I'll continue to go last on this one. But this could potentially be the game of the week. That's why they have it as the primetime game on Monday Night Football. It is the rematch. It is dubbed the revenge game for the Chicago Bears at Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. It's the revenge game not only for the Chicago Bears because of the fucking Hail Mary that Aaron and I witnessed because we were there, but it's also a revenge game for Ben Johnson because he lost to the Commanders in the playoffs last year. And, you know, the Detroit Lions were one of the favorites to make the Super Bowl, and the Commanders went in there and just tore up that defense, honestly.
Not just that.
And Jared Goff.
He didn't take the Commander's job either.
Yeah. He didn't take the Commander's job because he believes in Caleb over Jaden Daniels. And then on top of that, like, Jared Goff threw 3 interceptions last year against the Commanders. So Caleb's not doing that. Caleb has only thrown 8 interceptions in his career. He's definitely not throwing 3 in a game. So, but we'll get to my analysis later. So, Flint, who you got between the Chicago Bears and Washington Commanders? Pick them.
This is kind of a hard one.
Yeah, it is. It is.
This is kind of a hard one because it is at the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
It is I believe it's probably one of the games that's going to be most watched this week. But you kind of made me switch my pick. I'm going with Chicago.
That's right.
I'm going with Chicago. I am. Because I didn't think about this. The Ben Johnson thing, I didn't even think about. Ben Johnson is going to want to go for blood.
Yeah.
And I think Chicago is kind of rolling now. They're not going to win every game.
Nope.
But they're sitting there rolling. They're getting more confidence. That's what happens when a team starts winning. They start leaning on their good guys and making plays. And I think Chicago's going to win, and I think the team or the player to watch is Rome.
Yeah. All right, Aaron, who do you got?
I got the Chicago Bears. It's a revenge game. And my player to watch, I was going to say Rome, but I think, you know who's going to have a really, really good game this week? Tyreek Stevenson. He is going to get 2 interceptions.
Defensive player.
Exactly. He's going to get 2 interceptions. He's going to go off. This is his revenge game. And we might even see Chris Conti out there.
Jesus Christ.
We're bringing up old players.
I thought you were going to say Matt Forte is going to run for 100 yards.
We're bringing up old players.
The spirit of Walter Payton is going to be out there.
Walter Payton's coming
The
out.
spirit of Charles Tillman is going to take over Tyreek Stevenson.
Gee, Tillman's still alive. Come on.
Or Tom Brady.
Oh, my God.
Tom Brady and Randy Moss are still alive.
Yeah. So your player to watch, Tyreek Stevenson.
Yeah.
That's the first defensive player, but not counting Travis Hunter because he plays both sides.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first defensive player we picked for a fantasy spot.
I picked a defense.
Pick the defense, yeah.
Remember?
Oh yeah, you did pick a defense. That's right. Obviously, I'm going to pick the Bears. I've been waiting for this game ever since I saw that we were playing the Commanders again on the schedule. I've been waiting for this game ever since the schedule came out, and then they turned it into a Monday Night Football game. I bought my tickets right away. We're sitting in the same section, just a little bit closer than we did last year. So we had we're in the. I think last year we were in the 14th row. Now we're in the 8th or 7th row or something like that. So we're a little bit closer. What you got?
Dad Bod tells Bam, F you.
Yes. Bam Jr., fuck you. Yeah. Bam, who wouldn't even go to this game, he should have got tickets because
he ain't a real fan.
I agree. I think this is the game of the year. There's so many storylines. The Ben Johnson storyline, how he turned down the offer from the Commanders, him losing to the Commanders in the playoffs with the Lions, him picking Caleb over Jaden Daniels. Then you got Jaden Daniels and Caleb, number 1, number 2 pick. And one of the greatest pulls that I ever had was this card out of 50, Caleb and Jaden Daniels auto.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God.
And then, there's the Hail Mary alone is a big storyline. As much as I hated it, it was cool to witness a Hail Mary, in person. even though Aaron jinxed the Bears. And then you can go on my TikTok and watch the little recap of us being at that game. That's pinned on my TikTok profile. But there's so many storylines in this game that there's going to be so many things that they're going to talk about on Monday Night Football. And, we got to meet George McCaskey last year,
we did.
which was fucking awesome. So there was a lot, and we met Tim Legler, who not a lot of people know, but he's an NBA three-point champion.
I think he's an announcer now.
He's an ESPN announcer for doing like analysis on the NBA. There's so many storylines. There's so many connections like that Aaron and I have to this game. So the Bears, I just want to beat their ass. Like, I think Ben Johnson does too. I think Caleb wants to. I think Tyreek Stevenson wants to. Like, let's just beat their fucking ass. Let's put it to bed that Jane Daniels is overrated, and let's hopefully Caleb has a massive game. What you got, Aaron?
Y'all were saying screw Bam, and I'm going to say fuck Pablo.
There you go. Yeah.
Not getting these tickets.
So I one of my buddies at work, his name is Pablo, and he's been offering his two best fantasy players for tickets to go with me on Monday so he can stare at his boss. And then, so he's been bugging Aaron. He's like, and then also Pablo he's at 2080. We call him 2080. He's possibly could be 1090 now. So anything that he says could be 10% true, 90% a lie. So just like the whole, like, we don't have Chris Cooley on this podcast. Pablo said he's going to be.
Where's Chris?
Where's Chris?
Where's Chris?
I'm like, maybe.
Come on, Chris.
Maybe he's out there because Chris has a pottery store somewhere in Northern Virginia. So that's probably how he relaxes his CTE and not killing people. He's just
now
doing
now you're definitely not getting him.
He's just doing the pottery.
You're definitely not getting them now.
Oh, I don't give a shit because fuck Chris Cooley, fuck the Commanders, fuck Redskins, fuck them. The Bears are gonna win. The Bears are gonna destroy. Fuck you, Bam. All right, like I'm tired of our NFC North community page always talking shit about Caleb. Oh, his fucking nails, his fucking nails.
DadBod's gonna go Mark Sanchez on everybody.
Oh my god, that fucking story! How crazy is that story?
Oh my God.
Fucking Mark.
Dude, it's getting wilder and wilder.
I do have one.
Hey, you don't gotta.
Yeah. I think Aaron might have pissed himself.
Hey, you got something to open up.
I do.
Too.
That's why I have this. So,
all right.
I don't know what happened to Aaron.
Hold on.
There's Aaron.
Yeah,
I got mine too.
He just got that for his birthday from his Opa. All right. So we got the pack.
Yeah.
You want me to open it now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Yep.
let's move this microphone a little bit. All right. Let's just. You're not like me with the tape, so that's good. I tape the hell out of shit.
I try to tape it up.
No, you yeah, but I'll put like a whole roll of tape. You did pretty good. You did pretty good not having a whole roll of tape like I do. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got in here. Awesome. Oh, there's something in here for G&G. Fuck Green Bay. All right, let's see. Show me your feet. Get that on camera. Let's see. Show me your feet. Let's see what's in here. Uh-oh. Watch it be like a mold of Flint's foot. It feels like a little knick-knack. Let's see.
It's a rabbit's foot. Is it?
It's a candle. It's a candle.
Oh, is that what that is?
Candle.
That is a candle.
Look at the wick. Look at the wick.
That's
Smell the feet.
that's my good foot.
Smell the feet.
That is for everybody that listens and they don't know. I hate fucking feet, so they constantly send me feet shit all the time. And this is by far one of the worst, best gifts I've ever gotten.
Why is it so detailed?
Isn't it? It is.
It's very detailed.
It's very detailed.
That is
I
very
had to
detailed.
buy one myself just because of that.
It stands. It's gonna go at my desk at work.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh.
Let's see what else we got in here. And we got this will make up for the feet. We got the shirt. I can't.
Yep.
You see it? There you
Yep.
go.
You see it.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Flint. Oh my God. See, it's, you can rest your chin on like.
Well, let me put my
I'm
thinking
thinking
feet on.
about things.
I'm thinking about Zack Moss. All right, we appreciate everyone. All three, maybe I think it might be five now.
Hey, we're getting some traction.
Yeah, we're getting some traction. My favorite listener is still Chloe, so awesome. Chloe, do not.
We're gonna fly.
Chloe, please do not send feet pics. Do not put them in the comment. Please do not. I'm begging you not to.
We're gonna send Aaron on a first class flight.
Yep.
When you turn 18.
Yes. Yeah, especially if
Dad bod.
especially if you're down in
Dad
Miami.
bods.
Yeah.
Dad bods. He's gonna be flipping the bill for it
Yep.
on expenses.
Yes.
On the expense report.
I will pay for your first date. Yes. Correct.
Crab legs. Eating crab legs.
Eating crab.
Let's get some chitlins in there.
Eating feet.
All right. So thank you to everyone who listened to this horrendous show today.
I tried to bring the energy. That's why.
I mean, we have plenty of energy.
Yeah.
We from that spirit, All right. So
Zach Moss.
Spirit of Zack Moss.
Zach Moss. Yeah, Zack Moss, Thurman Thomas, the spirit of Charles Tillman. Apparently.
Walter Payton.
Tom Brady.
Speaking of Tillman, if you have a chance, listen to a podcast that he was on a couple weeks ago, I think, with Ryan Clark and them. He talked about his experience with the FBI, which is pretty awesome because he was an FBI agent. So
Who was?
Charles Tillman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. So after he retired from the NFL, so he was telling the story about how he grew up in the military. So he grew up like in Germany and Europe and everywhere because his father was in the army, and he always wanted to serve his country. But he got a football scholarship. He's like, all right, I'll play in college. If it doesn't work out, then I'll join the army. Well, then he got drafted, and he's like, well, if it doesn't work out in the NFL, I'll join the army. Well, he played 13 years and he wanted to serve his country, so he became an FBI agent. And some of the stories that he tells, and in talking about how his football discipline taught him how to be a great FBI agent, and how the discipline and everything of just going over and over of repetitions, because he talks about clearing a house with the SWAT team and FBI agents, and how football attributed to that. It's a pretty cool fucking story. Whatever Ryan Clark's podcast with his other guys are, whatever that name of that podcast is, Charles Tillman was on that a couple weeks ago. So when you said that, I was like, well, he didn't die as an FBI agent and everything. So he's still kicking. He's still doing the peanut punch. I mean, how awesome would it be if you were on the FBI's most wanted list and he peanut punched you? That would have been.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
All right, you got me.
Yep.
And who knows?
And you're not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? People probably smuggle drugs in these little things.
And
smells good, doesn't it?
It smells like shit.
And also,
it probably stepped in a Packer. That's probably what it is. That's why.
And also,
it's like leaking.
The person who did the opposite.
Leaking?
It's like shedding a little bit.
There was a corner that did the opposite of what Charles Tillman did after he retired. Well, I don't think he retired, but Richard Sherman. Remember that whole ordeal?
Oh, when the domestic violence thing, when he was beaten on the door. Yeah, the beating on the door of his, I think it was his ex-father-in-law's house, because his wife was there, and then they wouldn't let him in. And I mean, that's just CTE, man.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez, that's got to be CTE.
Yeah.
He hit his head in that fucking big ass that caused the butt fumble.
He also has a
drinking.
huge problem.
Oh, does he?
He has alcoholic
okay.
problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Like huge.
Yeah, he's probably fucking like in his fantasy leagues. He's probably fucking drafting Zack Moss and shit. Like, all right, we're definitely out of here now. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. Thank you for listening to the DadBod Sports Card Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends. It means a lot to us and helps us keep building our community. See you next week.